Apparently, all the planets want a participation trophy during this upcoming ecliptic energy. So, no matter your rising sign, you are bound to feel the impacts of the full moon in Pisces lunar eclipse happening on September 17th. If you want to know how to best navigate it, then let's get into it today. Welcome back, my Astro family. Excited to have you here today as we do a deep dive into the Pisces area of your chart, preparing for the upcoming eclipse energy. As you're watching this video, we are already in the ecliptic portal, so some of this you may already be feeling, but it will get stronger and stronger as we move towards September 17th. This full moon in Pisces as an eclipse will be a partial eclipse, and it is happening at 25 degrees of Pisces. So go ahead and check your birth chart for the Pisces area of your chart. And of course, don't forget the sun will be in Virgo at 25 degrees. If you have any planets around the 25-degree mark of Virgo or Pisces, you will be more heavily impacted. But like I mentioned, at this upcoming eclipse, all the planets have something to say. If you're new to me and new to my channel, my name is Mandy Rose. I consider myself the relational astrologer, and you will often hear me refer to the planets as life coaches. I personally believe that each planet brings its own energy, its own archetype into our world, and they are here to teach us cosmic lessons and help us on our journey here on Earth School. So when it comes to new and full moons, not only do we have to pay attention to the lunar energy that's going on, but we also have to pay attention to what each planet is up to. That is what makes each new and full moon from year to year different, where the other planets are at the time. Now, the North Node is going to officially enter into the Pisces area of our life on January 11th of 2025. So 111, this is just the preview. This is just the highlight of this energy. Now, this full moon will be exact at 10:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So go ahead and adjust that for your time zone. And remember, eclipses do not happen at the exact time of the full moon. That is a separate time. So what you're going to want to do is go in my description box. I have a link to a website, timeanddate.com, where you can put in your zip code and it will tell you the exact time that you can view the eclipse based on your location on Earth. Now, that is a totally different time from when the full moon is exact. Not a lot of people know that. Now, of course, I'm going to do the rising sign breakdown for you at the end of this video. I'm also going to give you some rituals and activities that you can do to best work with this lunar energy. But I highly encourage you to listen to the first part of this video because remember, eclipse season brings fated and destined changes into our life. But not only our life, into the lives of the people around us. And so you're going to want to know how to anticipate this energy, what you can expect, because it's not going to just happen to you. If you listen to your rising sign, you're only going to know how it's going to play out for you. Now, especially if you're a business owner in the physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual spaces in those industries, you're going to want to know how this eclipse is going to play out over the course of the next 2 years because it will impact your business. Now, also, if you are in a relationship, it's going to be important to understand what this eclipse energy may be bringing to your relationships because remember, eclipses bring fated, destined experiences into our lives. And so maybe something happens to your significant other and it then ripples and carries over into your life. So you're going to want to know how to work with this energy. Now, first and foremost, I want to do a deep dive, like I said, into the Pisces area of your birth chart. Make sure you know what Pisces rules in your life. And this is important to understand, and I've been talking to my clients about this since the beginning of 2024 in preparation for this eclipse on September 17th, because Pisces, wherever it falls in our chart, is the specific area of our life that we tend to escape from. It's the area of life where we're a little bit dreamy, a little bit delulu. We don't like to be grounded. We don't like to be disciplined. We don't like to do really much in that area of our life. We're kind of in flow, like the Pisces fish. However, remember, Saturn showed up here in March of 2023 and said, you know what? You can be that way 27 years, but the 3 years that I'm here, enough is enough. I'm here to teach you lessons. I'm here to help you get structured and committed and disciplined. And it's time for you to learn some lessons in this Pisces area of your chart. So we've already been doing that. And hopefully you've been learning some of these Saturn lessons because remember, Saturn is our disciplinarian, our tough love dad, throwing obstacles and challenges our way so we can overcome them and have soul growth. Now, Saturn is currently retrograde, which essentially means as like our sky daddy, he steps back and says, you know what? I'm not going to parent you anymore. energetically, I'm not going to force you with obstacles and challenges. I'm going to take a step back and see if you're responsible and disciplined enough to do the things you know you need to do on your own. Now, in the Pisces area of your life, that is challenging because remember, Pisces is an area where we like to escape from. That is that energy. And so now with Saturn retrograde, I hope you're working on it. I hope you're stepping up to the plate and doing what you need to do in the Pisces area of your life. Because, like I'm talking to all of my clients in their readings, is that this full moon is going to not only be between Saturn, but also next to Neptune, smack dab in the middle of these two planets, both retrograde, and highlighting and illuminating what you are not seeing, the cracks in your foundation that you have not repaired yet, and the lessons you're refusing to learn. And it's kicking off the upcoming ecliptic cycles that will play out in 2025 and into 2026. So we're getting an energetic preview. This is a very potent energy for all of us to understand. So I want to kind of zoom out a little bit. Let's start with the overview of what we can expect and anticipate on a collective level, how this could play out in your business, in your relationships, in your friendships, and in your personal life. Now remember, eclipses are portals. They are portals that take us forward or strip away things that don't serve. And I talked a little bit about this on September 5th in the Astro Weather Telegram channel. I do a daily Astro Weather report every single day. I give channeled messages. I do education. For example, last week we did how to read a solar return chart, and we have guest speakers and a group chat. It's so much fun. But I talked about how when we deal with eclipses, it involves the north node of destiny and the south node of karma. And this is what I like to think of it. Wherever the north node is in the sky, that is where your eyes should be on the prize. That is your North Star. I want you to think of it as like a vortex of energy that is drawing you forward, that is pulling you in that direction. Whether you like it or not, it is fated, it is destined. Your soul signed up for it, you are going towards it. So think of it when you're at a water park and you're in like a lazy river, or you're going down a water slide and you're trying to stay put and it's just like sucking you forward. You're heading to that North Star. Now it will be moving into the zodiac energy of Pisces on January 11 of 2025. We're getting the preview of what that's going to look like. Now, opposite the North Node is the South Node. The South Node is a vortex that cuts away or removes things that don't serve you, pulls karma off you, pulls situations and relationships and things that are holding you back from your North Star, from your destiny. So think of it as like an energetic vacuum that is removing things that don't serve. So the North Node right now is in Aries, the South Node is in Libra. We're getting a preview of what it's going to look like in the upcoming new cycle of Pisces and Virgo come officially January of next year. So let's zip back to the Pisces and Virgo axis. During this eclipse, the sun is in Virgo. We are in Virgo sun season. It is the time in the astrological year where we are meant to get our act together. Virgo, earth sign, our real life world, our day-to-day, the mundane, boring stuff that we have to do because we chose to come to earth school. Our supplement routine, our workout, our physical body, our work-life balance, our sleep schedule, the way we run our life efficiently, our tasks, our to-do list, our organization, our structure. This is what we're meant to do during Virgo sun season. Now, the moon opposite in Pisces is the exact opposite of that energy. Instead of earth, it is water. It is go with the flow. It is dreaming. It is mystical. It's the unseen spaces. It's the parts of our life that we don't see, our mental health, our emotions, our spiritual health, our spiritual beliefs, our energetic body, our auras, our chakras. It's the things that are secret or behind the scenes. It's not the day-to-day reality. It's not what you see when you wake up. It's not that checklist that you have to get done. Instead, it's kind of like the karma, the energy you're carrying, the thoughts that you've been thinking, these limiting beliefs, the patterns that you're having mentally in your neural pathways. Like, it's the unseen spaces. So I like to think of Pisces as like the spiritual warrior, the savior, the Jesus energy, the one that has compassion and empathy and helps those who need help the most. And then you have Virgo, which is like your earth angel. I think of them as like the doomsday prepper, the lifeguards. Like when you're really in need, they're the ones that are going to be there no matter what. So it's a very different energy, but still has that sense of service, the sense of wanting to improve and make our world better in some way. So what are we here to do? Well, this is going to open up an energetic cycle of us to get our act together Saturn, discipline around our energetic body, our energetic health. Are you letting people knock your chakras off balance? Are you letting people come into your energetic spaces and disrupt it? Are you thinking negative thoughts? Are you playing victim in your mind? Are you sabotaging yourself? These are all Pisces themes that we're learning to be committed to healing, to dissolving Neptune so that we can raise to a higher vibration. Pisces is this elevated, energetic space. Virgo is the earth space, the density, the 3D reality. So there's a lot of healing we're needing to do around our physical day-to-day and our energetic spaces. Now, like I mentioned earlier, if you have a business that helps and assists people with one of these categories, your business is about to blow up as more and more people are wanting to get organized in their day-to-day. They're wanting to become more efficient. They're wanting to take care of their vessel, right? Take more supplements, change their habits, work on their physical body through gym and Pilates and things like that. People are also looking at their mental health. People are also wanting help with generational trauma, past life regression, clearing karma. People are wanting to do a lot more spiritual practice, getting into, prayer and meditation and journaling and manifestation. Also, people are really looking at cutting out negative, toxic habits, removing addictions, stopping drinking alcohol. Like all these industries are about to blow up because remember, this full moon in Pisces is going to highlight what has not been repaired, what still needs healing, the cracks in your life and the foundation that are keeping you stuck at a lower vibration, at a lower density. Massive lessons around here. Now, like I mentioned before as well, that relationships are going to be heavily impacted because we have two eclipses in this eclipse season. The first one is in Pisces. The second one is in Libra. That Libra one is the closing of a chapter. We're not going to have another eclipse in Libra on October 2nd for another 9 years. And that is ruled by Venus. Our relationships, balance in relationships, what brings harmony and peace to our relationships. At this first eclipse in Pisces, Venus is really participating by healing some wounds, by giving us our inner power in relationships back. We'll talk more about that when we get into the specifics and we pull up the charts, but we're definitely going to see some shifts in relationships, not only because of the inner power that you're taking back, instead of giving it away to other people, taking your energy back, but also because eclipses bring fated experiences to other people, which could impact you and say, you know what? You got a new job and you're moving to Tallahassee. Great. I don't want to live in Tallahassee. I love you, but I need to stay here in Oklahoma because this is where my family is. And we're making decisions based on our own needs and wants and desires. It's a very powerful energy and a portal that we're moving into because all in all, Pisces is the final zodiac energy. It is about clearing karma, ending cycles, purging, releasing, and detoxing the things that don't serve us anymore. We're not going to commit to these self-sabotage practices anymore. We're not going to play the victim. Like we're not going to do the same things that we've always been doing because we're ready to go to the next level. It's going to look different for us, especially in the energy of 2025 with many planets moving into new energies. We got to get ready to be ready for the new energy coming in. So I want you to think of this full moon in Pisces as like clearing your runway in your life so that the new things that you are dreaming, that you are desiring can land into your life. So there's going to be a lot of purging around this energy. Now, collectively, what we can really see with this energy, with Pisces ruling the oceans, Pisces rules addictions, Pisces rules the areas of society and life that are hidden away. So we're looking at long-term care facilities, jails, prisons, substance abuse facilities, things are kind of tucked in secret. The unseen spaces might be illuminated and highlighted at this time. How they need to be changed, how they need to be edited, what needs to shift, what needs to be given attention to improve these hidden areas of life. So there's going to be some changes. Now with the oceans, we definitely can see that there is a karmic reset that needs to happen. I talked a lot about that in my Saturn retrograde video. Definitely, again, you want to understand the Pisces area of your life and what Saturn has been trying to teach you here, because it's been literally the setup serve for you to spike at this full moon in Pisces. So please understand everything that's going on in the Pisces area of your life because it's already begun, last year in March, and it is not going to be over for another 2 years. So with that, let's just jump right into the favorite part of all my videos. It is my top 5 fun facts of what makes this full moon in Pisces unique to 2024, because we do have a full moon in Pisces every single year. And of course, we know it's different because it's an eclipse, but there's also some other fun facts you should probably know. So number one, this is going to be not only a full moon eclipse, it is going to be a supermoon. Supermoons happen when it is the closest to us here on Earth. So from our perspective on Earth, the moon looks brighter and more illuminated than ever. It is in a series of 4 supermoons. The first one was last month at the full moon in Aquarius. This month we're having another supermoon, and the next 2 will be as well. Now, the second fun fact is that it's going to be a partial eclipse, but not only that, it's an out of sign eclipse, which means that even though the full moon is in Pisces, the exact nodal axis of where the ecliptic point is in space, it's an imaginary point in space, that when the sun, the moon, and the earth line up, we will experience an eclipse. That is actually in the zodiac energy of Aries. Now, because it's happening at the end degrees of Pisces, it's out of sign, but still giving us this partial ecliptic energy. Now, for most places on planet Earth, this partial eclipse is only going to be happening by about 3%. So on the night of the 27th, when you look up in the sky and you're trying to see an eclipse, you're going to just see a little tiny sliver or shaving off the moon, as that ecliptic energy is only at about 3%. But that doesn't mean energetically it's any less significant. Now, the third fun fact about this full moon is that it aligns just a few days away from the fall equinox. The fall equinox happens when the sun leaves Virgo, where it will be at the full moon, and enters into the zodiac energy of Libra. When that happens on September 22nd, we are officially halfway through the astrological year. The astrological year begins when the sun enters the zodiac energy of Aries around March 20th. It's a little different every single year. And now here, 6 sun seasons later, it is going to enter into Libra. Libra is not only symbolized as the scales, which brings balance and harmony into our life, but the fall equinox also symbolizes an equal amount of sunlight and nighttime. And so we are bringing our life back into balance after the summer season, the heat of the sun, and now moving into the autumn season of harvesting, of recuperating, of planning for the winter season. Now, the fourth fun fact, bringing it back into the ecliptic energy, is that we have not seen an astrological alignment like this with the North Node eclipse happening in Pisces since August of 2007. So it's been a long time that this Pisces area of our life has gotten the North Star, drawing us forward, bringing change, bringing different energy into this area of our life. And the fifth fun fact is forwarding a little bit here to the new moon in Pisces we will have in 6 months in March of 2025. Now, it will not be an eclipse. That's a bonus fun fact. We are not going to have a new moon as an eclipse in this upcoming Virgo Pisces eclipse cycle as a solar eclipse. That is really unique. That is really rare. But during the new moon in Pisces in March, we are not only going to have Saturn and Neptune present, we're also going to have Venus doing a retrograde dance here and Mercury doing a retrograde dance. So it's going to be a very active area of our chart, like I mentioned, for quite some time. So we definitely want to know how to plan and how to anticipate this energy so we can work with it. So let's go ahead and jump into the specifics and see what all the planets are up to at this time. Let's see how it impacts your birth chart. We're going to pull up the chart of the full moon right here. If you have your 2024 Astrology Alchemy Journal, go ahead and open it up to page 67. That is the full moon in Pisces page. You will see not only your journal prompts here, but you'll also see the crystals, the herbs, and the chakra that you can work with around the time of this full moon. And of course, I have a moon ritual idea for you as well. Now, also, don't forget that I have the Eclipse Tea Special going on. I'm going to be running that special all the way through October 15th to help support you during this eclipse season. It includes the Pisces and the Virgo blend, where you can drink either one of those. The Virgo blend is going to support your physical body, specifically your gut health. The Pisces tea is going to support your energetic body and your emotional body. It's perfect to drink around your moon rituals or any time during this eclipse ecliptic portal. But the special I have for you is that not only do you get the Pisces and the Virgo tea, but you're going to get a third blend for free. As my gift to you to work through the ecliptic energy, you can pick any of the 12 zodiac blends. If you need help deciding which one you should get for free, just head to my description box, head to the tea website. You'll see a contact form on there. You can send me a message and I'll help you narrow down which one you might like the best. But most people tend to pick their sun sign, but you can pick the one that energetically feels most aligned to you. Now let's break it down here. You know, the first thing we do when we look at any new or full moon chart is we're locating where the sun and the moon are. We can see the sun again at 25 degrees of Virgo, hanging out with Mercury over there, and directly across the sky, we got the moon smashed between Saturn and Neptune at 25 degrees of Pisces. So again, the Virgo and Pisces area of our chart are very active right now. We have that sun season of Virgo shining a light, a spotlight on that Virgo area of our life, wherever that is within your birth chart. We got Mercury here as well. So our mind is here. We're thinking, we're learning, we're communicating, we're sharing information about that Virgo area of our life. And we'll circle back to that in a second. And then the Pisces area of our life, of course, is not only where we're being highlighted and illuminated around this full moon energy, but Saturn's been teaching us lessons here for a while as well. Now we can tell it's an eclipse because the North Node, which is in Aries, and the South Node in Libra is close enough to that full moon energy. And that is what is creating that partial eclipse. Even though the nodes are out of sign, they are not in Pisces and Virgo, they're in Aries and Libra, but they're close enough, giving us that partial ecliptic energy. So after we find the sun and the moon, I like to look at the planets that are active around the sun or the moon. Going over to Neptune. Neptune is the ruler of this full moon. And so essentially, Neptune is our dreamer. He lives in la la land. He is delusional. He brings fantasy. He also brings a lot of healing. He dissolves things away from us. He cuts karma. He purges things out of our life that don't serve us. But Neptune is retrograde right now. So he's ultimately saying, hey, no more delulu, no more putting people on pedestals. We are taking the rose-colored glasses off and we are seeing the truth. It's time for us right now to be fully responsible for what our reality is. Virgo, our day-to-day life. We are taking accountability. Now, the other ruler of this full moon, because it's happening in Pisces and Neptune rules Pisces, but Jupiter rules Pisces as well. So let's quickly go over and look to see what is Jupiter up to at this time. Well, Jupiter in Gemini is in a loose square to Saturn, who is over here hanging out with the moon. So this is where we're starting to see this energy of each planet, one by one, is wanting a participation trophy. They want to give energy to this full moon, this highlight, this shift that we need to make, this change that is destined for us. So Jupiter in this square to Saturn will repeat itself around Christmas time in December and again next summer. So this is going to keep rippling into our future. Saturn wants restriction, tradition, to do things the old way, for us to be disciplined and committed. And Jupiter is like, I want to expand. I want to learn new things. I want to do things bigger and better than ever. So there's this push and pull energy we're feeling right now. Now we also see Saturn here directly opposite Mercury, who's hanging out with the sun in Virgo. Now this brings a challenge under this full moon because Mercury wants to communicate the details. Virgo wants to organize things, wants structure, wants efficiency in our life. And Saturn is saying, okay, that's great and all, but here's a challenge. Here's an obstacle. Here's a limitation. Here's a boundary. You have to figure out a way mentally to create structure in your life when it seems chaotic. You have to find a way to be mentally disciplined, even when things seem chaotic. Even when there's an obstacle thrown your way, it's like, no, this is my routine. This is my habit. This is what I'm committing to. This is how I need to heal my body. This is what I'm doing for my mental health, and I'm not going to let these obstacles throw me off track. Saturn is testing you at this time. Remember, it goes back to our physical, mental, emotional, and energetic body. Are you taking care of it? Is it running efficiently, right? Maybe we need to reevaluate mentally. We need to learn some new things. We need to structure some things different in our life so that we can be responsible and committed and disciplined in these aspects of ourselves. So how you're going to work with this Saturn opposite Mercury energy is you're going to get disciplined. You're going to get committed. You're going to start writing that to-do list. You're going to do the research you need to do. This is great time for critical thinking, being very strategic. So don't miss this opportunity because, again, this full moon is going to highlight and illuminate where your foundation is weak, where there is a crack in something you've been meaning to do for quite some time. Now, let's also circle back for a second to the sun. The sun in Virgo, earth energy, is showing up in this grand trine. This is very unique. This does not happen very often. Trines happen when a planet is in a similar element as another planet. So Uranus is in Taurus, Pluto is now back in Capricorn, and the sun is in Virgo. These are our three earth signs of the zodiac. And we have one planet in each three of those same earth energies, and they're all at about a similar degree point, creating this grand earth trine energy. This is beautiful at the full moon in Pisces because remember, earth energy is like our real world, tangible, practical, day-to-day stuff, the things that we have to deal with here on Earth School. And this Pisces eclipse is, again, like the hidden, unseen realms, the things behind the scenes, the energetic spaces. And it's like we really need to do work in our physical day-to-day to make sure that we're raising our vibration so we can be on another level in our spiritual growth, and what we're actually here to do on Earth School. So this is a powerful energy because Pluto wants change, wants transformation. This is his final hurrah in Capricorn. He's here during this full moon for a reason. We are tearing down the old structures. We are tearing down the ways in which we've gotten to this point that don't serve us anymore. Pluto is working on that over the next 2 months. Uranus is liberating us, shaking things up. He is retrograde. He is in this high vibration of cutting away things from the past and moving towards the future. He loves to rebel. He loves to do things in an innovative, new way. And the sun ultimately heats stuff up. Wherever it is bringing vitality and intensity and shining a spotlight on this energy. So this grand earth trine is really moving us into the next level, moving us into the future in our day-to-day reality. So now you can see here that almost all the planets are participating, but the lovers of the zodiac, Mars and Venus, want to get in on this fun too. So let's talk about what they're up to. Venus at this time is opposite Chiron. This brings healing. This is why this full moon is going to impact our relationships, because Venus deals with all the things we love: our finances, our material possessions, our valuables, our priorities, our relationships. Opposite Chiron, Chiron brings up pain, wounds, things that need healing, things that just hurt, old past things. And right now, this full moon is highlighting again what is holding you back from that next version of yourself. And sometimes we have to have these painful things that happen with our finances or in our relationships that remind us, I don't want this anymore. It must be cleansed, detoxed, and purged out of my life because I want balance, I want harmony, I want beautiful things. This second eclipse in Libra in 2 weeks on October 2nd is going to be a new energy, a new beginning in Venus's home of Libra, bringing balance back into our lives, into our relationships. So right now, there might be illumination of some pain that someone is causing you that you're like, enough is enough. I'm done. It's time for me to take care of me. Because again, the North Node is in Aries. We are taking care of ourselves like we've never taken care of ourselves before. Now, Venus is inching closer and closer into a square energy with Pluto. This is going to be happening a few days after this full moon, as this full moon still exists in the sky. They last for about 2 weeks afterwards. Venus in a square to Pluto brings this tension of Pluto transformation, change, death and rebirth. Pluto brings you power. It surges you with energy. And with Venus, it's like, I want to love myself enough to make this change, to transform this thing in my life. I have that inner strength and my feminine energy to receive good things and to demand for good things to come to me. So this is a beautiful energy to experience at this time as well. Now, our other lover of the zodiac, Mars, how we're taking actions, how we're making decisions, how we're actually going to move forward when this ecliptic energy happens to us, because remember, eclipses happen to us. Mars, over here in Cancer, where he's going to be hanging out all the way until essentially April of next year, with a little tiny stint in Leo for about 2 seconds. He is technically square the North and the South Node. Where those ecliptic points in space are, Mars is having a conversation with them. And Mars actually rules the Aries area of the sky. So he's looking at his home sign, checking out where the North Node is, and saying, whatever action we need to take, our response to whatever is happening around this eclipse, we are moving and making a decision towards what is best for us. We're going to look away from people pleasing and doing what other people suggest and their opinions and serving others. We're going to clean up our own backyard and we're going to move towards our dreams, our goals, our desires, taking care of ourselves first. So ultimately, whatever is going on, Mars is going to help us move towards intuitively, Cancer, what feels good for us, what nourishes us towards the direction of our North Star, Aries, the South. Lots of energy here. I hope this made sense. I'm going to just literally send you so much love as we go through this ecliptic portal. There's going to be a lot of shifts in store. And again, it's just a preview, a little peek into what is to come in 2025 and into 2026. So to best work with this energy, let me give you some rituals and activities that you can use around this time. The first one I'm going to suggest is that there's a lot of energy going on in the sky, as you could see from the chart. So I want you to find time and space around the 17th, 3 days before, up to 3 days after, for quiet time, for prayer, for meditation, for journaling, for sitting outside and just staring at a tree. There needs to be some stillness, because when we have eclipses, there are changes that are coming into our world, whether personally or relationally that impacts us personally, or collectively that will eventually trickle down into our personal life. We need to find that inner stillness in the chaos around us. So I encourage you to take 30 minutes, an hour, whatever you can fit into your schedule on the 17th to sit still. Don't listen to music, don't watch TV, don't even read a book. Just peace and quiet and stillness for a few moments to just get grounded. It's going to be so important at this time. The second thing I would highly recommend, and actually I would zoom this out to the entire ecliptic portal, especially with the sun in Virgo ruling our physical body, is I would avoid any kind of addictive habits, any type of self-sabotage if possible. So let's say you are someone that has your glass of wine every single day. This is something that you may find to be normal, a part of your daily routine. However, it might be kind of an addiction. If you can't stop doing it, it might be something that you're craving or needing, or a crutch that you're leaning on. So I'd really encourage you that anything that is kind of this addictive tendency, to leave it out, to see if you can remove it at this time. It might be challenging, but again, full moons are challenging you to release and let go of something. So work on that around this time. It'd be so beneficial. Even if you could just do it for the one day on the eclipse, it will help move you and propel you forward in massive ways. And the third and final thing you could do to work with this full moon ecliptic energy is to write a forgiveness letter. This is a beautiful ritual to do at this time. You don't even have to send it to the person. You could write a forgiveness letter to yourself, forgiving yourself for a decision or choice that you made in your past. Pisces wants to clear and cleanse and purge and reset. And so this might be something that you need to do for yourself, or maybe you do need to do it for someone else. So that's just a great practice that you can do around the full moon. You could rip it up, you could burn it, you could throw it away, or you could actually send it. Whatever feels aligned for you. Now, if you do want to do a community full moon ritual with us, we would love to have you join us over on the Astro Weather Telegram channel for $11.11 a month. Not only do you get a daily Astro Weather report voice memo to you every single morning, so you don't have to watch hours and hours of YouTube content to know what the hell is going on in the sky. You get it right to your phone in the morning. But I also do a lot of education, like I mentioned before, but we also host new and full moon ceremonies where we get together as an Astro family on Zoom. We chit chat, we share what we have going on. I lead a ritual together. For the last new moon in Virgo, we actually did a planting ritual to plant our wishes. It was an 11/11 moon. So it's so fun to gather together, set that intention, take time to align with the astro weather. So if you want to join us, you can actually get a free 7-day trial. So if you're on the 7-day free trial, you still get to join us for all the rituals. Everything that we've done in the group since it began on the astrological new year is archived. So you can go back and binge the old education days, the old channeled messages. You can hop into the group chat, pop in and say hello, and see if it's a space that you'd love to have in your life as we move forward, not only through the ecliptic cycle, but into 2025. So with all that, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing your love with me. I totally appreciate it so much. Thank you for the birthday wishes I got on the September forecast video. My birthday was August 31st. I asked for you to share my videos out as I'm slowly growing my subscribers. I'm just plugging along over here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And with that, let's go ahead and jump into your rising sign forecast. Let's see what's in store for you, specifically in the Pisces area of your life as we move through this full moon lunar eclipse on September 27th. Aries risings, this full moon in Pisces is activating your 12th house. Now, you should already be familiar with what is going on here in your 12th house space, as Saturn has been here since March of 2023. But let's break it down and what energetically could show up at this full moon. So full moons highlight, full moons illuminate. It's going to illuminate the lessons that you have not yet learned that Saturn's been trying to teach you. So what could these be? Well, dealing with the 12th house space, we are looking at our energetic, emotional, and mental bodies. So are there limiting beliefs that you have not reprogrammed, that you have not acknowledged? Are you mentally playing victim or martyr? Are you sabotaging yourself? Are you thinking thoughts that aren't serving you? When it comes to your energetic body, are you protecting your energetic health? Are you doing cleansing and clearing? Are you realigning your chakras? Are you familiar with what your chakras are? These are areas of life that you're meant to learn and explore and learn things around at this time. Now, remember, if you've been working on these areas of your life, the full moon is going to highlight where maybe there's still some cracks. There's still some things that you haven't quite fixed yet, and you get an opportunity to continue working on this before the official nodes enter into this area of your life on January 11th. So I'm going to highly encourage you at this time, if you've been wanting to do like a past life regression, a karmic energy clearing, a cord cutting, you've wanted to work with a mental health therapist, you've wanted to do some manifestation stuff, you want to do some journaling, you want to work on the unseen spaces of your life, this full moon is going to be really helpful to highlight which specific route you need to go. Now, remember, Aries risings, Mars is your primary life coach. So at any given time, Mars is telling you how to act, how to respond to what is going on. Eclipses are going to bring fated and destined experiences into your life. Mars is going to tell you how to move forward. Mars is now in Cancer, okay? Cancer is a water energy. Right now, your energy may be a little bit slower, a little bit lower than normal. And so you're listening to how things are making you feel and then using your intuition to act or react. So we're not going to be impulsive. We're not just going to go flying off the handle. We're going to think, what is the best decision for me? What will nourish me? And what do I need to focus on that is going to help me actually behind the scenes so I can take more action in my day-to-day life? So this is going to be a little bit different than what you're used to, my Aries risings, but it's going to be very important for you to stop and pause and reflect. Maybe do some more resting than you're used to. Maybe do some more recharging than you're used to instead of just running around go, go, go mode. But we're going to now really sink into the projects and the things that are in the background. I think of it kind of like those operating programs on your computer, right? You don't even know what's going on back there, but it's like doing all the work. Go to those spaces in your life. If you have any addictions, you're sabotaging yourself, you're playing the victim, you're not taking responsibility for things, this is the time to start kicking that in gear. Now, in your work life, if you're working on projects behind the scenes that haven't been launched or shared with the world, great time. It might highlight how you need to tweak or adjust some of these projects in your life before they're ready to be seen by others. So keep that in mind as well. Now, ultimately, the North Node is still in Aries. It's still in your first house. You should still mainly be focusing on your needs, your wants, your desires, your identity, who you are, what you want out of this world. And so there's still a big, heavy focus on yourself as well at this time. So my Aries risings, I'm going to send you so much love and light during this ecliptic energy. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what is coming up at this time. I'd love to honor you and support you through it. And remember, if you want to take advantage of my ecliptic reading special, I am capping them at 20 people. Once they are booked out, they are booked out. They're $75 for 40 minutes, heavily discounted from what I normally charge, but I'm doing this because I want to help serve as many people as I can during this ecliptic energy, as there are a lot of life-changing things going on. So if you want to know more personally what to anticipate in the Pisces or Virgo area of your chart, or just see what might be coming up over the next few months as we move into 2025, I'd be honored to support you in that. You know where to find the booking link. And until then, I will send you so much love and light. I'll catch you in the next video. My Taurus risings, this full moon lunar eclipse happening in Pisces is activating your 5th and 11th house. These are major areas of your life when it comes to your personal joy, your friendships, what you like to do for fun, who you like to have fun with. It looks at your future, your goals, your dreams, your hopes, your wishes. These are going to be two major areas of your chart that are going to be heavily impacted over the next 2 years as the North Node will moving into your 11th house, the South Node into your 5th house, officially on January 11th of 2025. So what can you expect at this full moon? Well, this full moon is going to highlight and illuminate the lessons that you have not been learning yet with Saturn here since March of 2023. Your 11th house spaces are lessons around friendships, groups, community, and tribe. Who are you meant to associate yourself with? Who are the people that are going to help you move towards your future, towards your goals, your dreams, your wishes? There might be an opportunity for you right now with Saturn here to step up into your inner authority and lead the tribe, to be committed to the people in your life of serving them in some way. Now, the Pisces area of your chart, this 11th house, is usually an area of life that you kind of escape from, that you don't like to be super committed. So maybe you actually just go with the flow, and whatever your friends want to do and whatever the people around you do, you're like, okay, that's cool, whatever. Just let me know where to be and what to do and what to wear. But right now with Saturn here, it's like, no, maybe you need to step up and create an event, a meetup, welcome people into your home and be the host for once. There's some sort of lesson to learn here about being a part of the tribe, to incorporate your energy and infuse it with some sort of purpose into the larger collective energy. Now, also, Saturn wants you to get very disciplined on your future here. This is a big energy for you, my Taurus risings, as you are moving through this energy of, I can't just see where life's going to take me. I can't just go with the fishy flow. I need to get committed. I need to get strategic. I need to get disciplined right now. The sun in Virgo is highlighting what brings you joy. Do you have time and room and space in your life for things that light you up? Do you have time for hobbies and play and fun? Do you go to concerts and sporting events or movies or go to the theater? Like, what do you like to do for joy? How do you nurture your inner child? So there's a lot here for you to learn and experience during this upcoming eclipse. And that's going to continue, like I said, all the way into 2027. Now, don't forget, your primary life coach is Venus. And Venus right now is in your 6th house. She's in Libra, bringing and attracting beautiful things into your physical day-to-day world, beautifying your day-to-day habits, beautifying your supplement routine, making it feel more pleasurable in your physical body, becoming more strategic and efficient in your day-to-day habits, making life feel more beautiful and romanticizing your life on a day-to-day level. Don't forget that's happening. Now, she is opposite Chiron, so there might be some wounds that are popping up at this time. Wounds around your mental health, wounds around your physical health, like wounds are coming up at this Pisces full moon. Hopefully you listened to the entire video where we talked a lot about how this Pisces eclipse is activating our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual body. And for you Taurus risings, with your primary life coach, Venus, who wants to attract and magnetize and make your life more beautiful and pleasurable every single day, getting challenged by some wounds that are coming up in one of these areas of your life. So pay attention around this time, as these are things that need healing so that ultimately the ecliptic energy can pull you forward towards your future as that North Node, that North Star, enters into your 11th house space next year. So I'm going to send you so much love and light as you navigate this energy ahead during the upcoming ecliptic portal. And remember, if you want to take advantage of my ecliptic reading special, I am capping them at 20 people. Once they are booked out, they are booked out. They're $75 for 40 minutes, heavily discounted from what I normally charge, but I'm doing this because I want to help serve as many people as I can during this ecliptic energy, as there are a lot of life-changing things going on. So if you want to know more personally what to anticipate in the Pisces or Virgo area of your chart, or just see what might be coming up over the next few months as we move into 2025, I'd be honored to support you in that. You know where to find the booking link. And until then, I will send you so much love and light. I'll catch you in the next video. Gemini risings, this full moon lunar eclipse happening in Pisces is activating your 10th house. This is a huge upcoming eclipse cycle for you because it's activating what I call some of the anchor areas of our life. The 10th house is our career, our reputation, our professional life, how we are seen in the world. And the South Node in Virgo is going to be activating your home area of life, your home and family. And these are going to be the two areas of your life that are going to see some huge changes, some destined and fated differences by the time we get to 2026. And so this full moon is going to highlight and illuminate the lessons that you've hopefully already been working on with Saturn here since March of 2023. Saturn has been rocking this area of your life, giving you challenges, giving you obstacles, trying to teach you lessons on being more committed, more disciplined, more structured in your professional life. Now, you have Pisces here naturally, Gemini rising. So, this is the area of life that you kind of go with the flow, things kind of work out. It just kind of is what it is. And now, the energy of the cosmos is coming in and saying, not now. Now we have to make plans. Now we have to be strategic. Now we have to look ahead. We have to anchor in what we want our new energy to look like, our new life to look like when it comes to our professional area. And so this full moon might highlight some cracks that you have. It might highlight some things that you need to change in your professional life. It's allowing you to see it clearer than you've ever seen it before and accept that it might look different than it's looked before. The last time you had an eclipse here drawing you towards this career was in 2007. Here we are in 2024, and it's time for a change. It's time to cleanse, purge, detox, let go of something in your professional life, whether it's your industry or it's the actual job that you've been in, or it's just in general how you're seen in the world. It's time to make a shift. Remember, the sun is still in your fourth house of home and family. We are in Virgo sun season. So the sun shines a spotlight on right now your home and your family, taking time to nourish your home, to organize your home, to make it more efficient, to do those DIY projects. And also Mercury is here. So your mind is here as well, which leads us into the topic of your primary life coach. Mercury, wherever he is in the sky at any given time, is trying to teach you lessons in your soul journey here, helping you think and learn and communicate and connect with people, and of course, in specific areas of your life during specific seasons. So right now, he's in your area of home and family. So connecting with family, calling family, learning things about your family members, maybe going through genealogy or old photo albums, or just opening up methods of communication with people that are in your family. Also, learning about home, property, real estate, having conversations around these areas of your life. Very pivotal because, again, next year you're going to have eclipses here and there's going to be some fated changes when it comes to this area of your life. Also, don't forget that Mercury is opposite Saturn in the sky. So you're having these challenges in your home life due to your career and your professional life. Decisions you're making in your professional life, again, because you want to change your career, you want to take more responsibility in a different niche, in a different industry, that is causing a lot of communications at home that are affecting your home and the people in your family and the people you live with. So there is this tension really going back and forth with these anchors area of your chart. But just keep going, my Gemini risings. This is going to keep playing out. It's going to work itself out in your favor. You're going to have these beautiful new opportunities coming to you in your career life once we get into 2025, and I'm excited to see that expand. So let me know how you're feeling around this ecliptic energy. And remember, if you want to take advantage of my ecliptic reading special, I am capping them at 20 people. Once they are booked out, they are booked out. They're $75 for 40 minutes, heavily discounted from what I normally charge, but I'm doing this because I want to help serve as many people as I can during this ecliptic energy, as there are a lot of life-changing things going on. So if you want to know more personally what to anticipate in the Pisces or Virgo area of your chart, or just see what might be coming up over the next few months as we move into 2025, I'd be honored to support you in that. You know where to find the booking link. And until then, I will send you so much love and light. I'll catch you in the next video. My Cancer risings, every time we get to a full or new moon video, it is going to affect you the most because you are ruled by the moon. So let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's get to that Pisces area of your chart. Is your ninth house. That is what's going to be highlighted and illuminated around the time of this full moon. This is the area of life since March of 2023 that you've hopefully been learning lessons around, with Saturn here, creating obstacles and challenges to help you grow on your path. Now, this Pisces area of your life, the ninth house, which rules your philosophy, your belief systems, it rules your expansion and your growth, your wisdom. I call it like the street smart house, right? What you learn because you've lived, your bucket list, your travel experiences, where you've gone and what you've done, the mentors you've had, the people you've mentored, your higher education, the courses you've taken, all that's in the ninth house. Because this is your Pisces house, you kind of just go with the flow. You're not one really to plan a vacation to another country. You're not one really to sign up to go to college. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, it's okay. Pisces is the fish. So you kind of just go with the flow in this specific area of your life. until, like I mentioned, Saturn entered in March of 2023. And it's like, you know what? Not now. Now it's time to get disciplined, committed, and structured. It's time to create a strong foundation here. So maybe you've been challenged to start checking things off your bucket list. Maybe you've been learning to expand your horizons and get out of your comfort zone, to be a little bit more spontaneous. Maybe Saturn's been teaching you lessons to get more committed to your studies, to change your perspective, to change your philosophies, to learn more about how other people see the world. You've maybe changed your political affiliation, you've changed your religion, you've changed some major aspects about the way in which you view the world, your perspective, with Saturn coming in and helping you restructure this area of your life. And now the eclipse is coming in and highlighting what still needs to change, what has not yet been accomplished that Saturn is trying to teach you here. So, is there going to be a place that you need to visit, a mentor you need to hire, a course or program that you still need to check off your list, right? These things might be coming up at this time. Now, the Sun in Virgo and Mercury in Virgo, directly opposite your ninth house in the third house, is what I call the book smart house. So, the third house is your book smarts, what you learn by listening to a podcast, by reading a book, what you learn because you have a conversation and someone taught you and someone told you. The ninth house is you learned it because you lived it, you went it, you did it, right? So right now, this is an important access of your life in the upcoming eclipse cycle that will officially begin on January 11th of 2025 is going to be changing the way in which you think, learn, speak, communicate, connect, the wisdom that you carry forward in the world. So there's going to be a lot of mental shifts for you, my Cancer risings. Remember, the moon guides you forward. It brings in intuition. It highlights things for you. This is so important at this time. Now, also, don't forget Mars, how we're taking action, how we're making decisions and moving forward, has officially entered into your first house. He is now in Cancer, and he is going to be here for an extended amount of time, retrograding back into here, and will be activating your identity, who you are, how you show up in the world, how you dress, how you speak, the energy and the first impression that you give other people. Your avatar is getting some changes with Mars helping you move forward. And that's going to go all the way till April of 2025. So we're not done talking about that yet. I just want you to know at this eclipse, whatever gets highlighted, whatever beliefs and thoughts and places you have to go see and explore, take those opportunities, go live your life. It is time to do so and make decisions that not only help you elevate your identity, but follow the things that you want and you desire in your journey here on Earth School. So my Cancer risings, let me know how you're feeling around this eclipse. I'm sure you're a little bit moodier and crabbier than normal. That's totally okay. I understand as a fellow Cancer moon. Let me know in the comments below and any way that I can serve. And I'm going to send you so much love and light. And remember, if you want to take advantage of my ecliptic reading special, I am capping them at 20 people. Once they are booked out, they are booked out. They're $75 for 40 minutes, heavily discounted from what I normally charge, but I'm doing this because I want to help serve as many people as I can during this ecliptic energy, as there are a lot of life-changing things going on. So if you want to know more personally what to anticipate in the Pisces or Virgo area of your chart, or just see what might be coming up over the next few months as we move into 2025, I'd be honored to support you in that. You know where to find the booking link. And until then, I will send you so much love and light. I'll catch you in the next video. My Leo risings, anytime we have a new or full moon, you are going to be heavily impacted because you are ruled by the sun, and the sun is bringing that lunar energy into our life. At the time of this full moon, partial eclipse in Pisces, it is going to highlight and activate your 8th house. This is an intense full moon for you because not only is it an eclipse, but it's going to illuminate the taboo spaces of your life. The 8th house is all the things that we do not talk about at the dining room table with other people that we'd rather repress and keep hidden because it's so intense. So we're talking things like your intimate life, including your sex life, your joint finances, your taxes, your debts, your loans, your inheritances, your wills, death. That we're looking at things like your psychological fears and traumas and all the things that we just really shove down below the surface. This full moon is going to highlight and illuminate all those things. Now, my Leo risings, this is an area of life that hopefully you've been learning lessons on, you've been focusing on and giving it attention because Saturn has been here since March of 2023. Now, he is currently retrograde, so hopefully you're stepping up to the plate and doing the things that you know you need to do in this area of your life. But if you have not, this full moon will illuminate still the cracks in the foundation. Now, Pisces is an area of life that we typically don't like to look at. We kind of delulu, we put rose colored glasses on. We're like, you know what? It is what it is. It'll all be fine until Saturn rolls up. So, for example, there has been things in your life that you've needed to get disciplined on. Maybe it is writing your will. Maybe it is looking over your debts and your loans and figuring out a way to pay them off. Maybe there's some more structure that you need to create around your finances or the money that you share with your partner and who's paying what. Maybe there's some income stuff with your clients paying you that you haven't been very committed or disciplined to looking at on a day-to-day basis. Maybe you've been avoiding or escaping your fears, your traumas, the psychological aspect of your life, and you're having to face it. You're having to go to therapy. You're having to do some healing around these areas of life. And it could be the way in which you are not vulnerable or intimate with your partner. And these are some areas of life that you're needing to give attention to. There are some obstacles here that you're having to overcome. This full moon might highlight any one of those things. Now, remember, you are ruled by the sun. The sun is currently in your second house. Wherever the sun is going to shine a spotlight on that specific area of your life to give heat and attention in life to, right? You're giving your energy to that area. The second house is your money house, your income, your material possessions, your assets, your resources, the way in which you acquire those. And so right now, it's a good time, again, to look at your money. Do you need to create a second stream of income? How are you getting paid? What are your rates? What are your prices? What is your worth? What are you telling the employer that your income should be, right? Because essentially we demand what we want to get paid. And right now you're having to reevaluate that. Mercury is here as well, highlighting this for you. Mercury is opposite Saturn, so there's some tension with the money that you share with a partner, these assets you might have between yourself and someone else, how much money you're making. Your partner might not like that. They want you to make more. Again, what you value, what you prioritize. Maybe there's a car loan or some material possession that you're wanting to acquire, but you might have to take a debt out on that. So there's a lot of financial stuff that is being highlighted and previewed for you right now, my Leo risings. Now, this is going to carry over and ripple over the course of the next 2 years as we are officially going to be moving into the Virgo Pisces eclipses come January 11th of 2025. So this is just the beginning. There'll be a lot of fated and destined rearranging in the financial access of your life over the next 2 years. So let me know how you're feeling around this time. Let me know how all of this resonates. I'd love to support you in that. Put it in the comments below. I'm going to send you lots of love and light as you navigate through this energy. And remember, if you want to take advantage of my ecliptic reading special, I am capping them at 20 people. Once they are booked out, they are booked out. They're $75 for 40 minutes, heavily discounted from what I normally charge, but I'm doing this because I want to help serve as many people as I can during this ecliptic energy, as there are a lot of life-changing things going on. So if you want to know more personally what to anticipate in the Pisces or Virgo area of your chart, or just see what might be coming up over the next few months as we move into 2025, I'd be honored to support you in that. You know where to find the booking link. And until then, I will send you so much love and light. I'll catch you in the next video. My Virgo risings, this full moon in Pisces is highlighting and illuminating the relational access of your life. So I'm excited to chat with you about this. As a relational astrologer, I feel like I'm overqualified to really help you move through not only this full moon in Pisces, but through the next 2 years as the North Node will enter into your relationship area of your life, the 7th house, and the South Node is going to enter into your first house, your personal house, your personal identity. So let's talk about what can you expect. The full moon is going to highlight and illuminate the relationships in your life, and more specifically, the relationships in your life that do not serve you. Now, remember, Saturn entered into this area of your life back in March of 2023. So he's already been throwing you obstacles and challenges and limitations in all areas of your life when it comes to relationships. The 7th house, remember, is not just your romantic relationships, not just your long-term partnerships, but it also deals with your relationship with any person on a one-on-one level, anyone that you fuse your energy with. Business partners, collaborators, friendships, one-on-one clients, even like these open enemy type people that you have to deal with, even though you may not like them. So Saturn's been coming in and saying, well, which one of these people are we actually committed to? Which one of these people have, the structure in their life that we enjoy? which one of the foundations in these relationships is rocky and shaky and needs to be completely thrown out, and which one of these relationships has a couple cracks and dents that we need to repair. You're doing a lot of lesson learning around all relationships in your life, who you are and how you show up in those relationships, and which relationships you prefer to have as you move forward in your journey. Now, remember, Pisces, wherever that falls in our chart, is the area of life that we kind of escape, that we are a little delulu in, that we're a little overly compassionate in. And for you, my Virgo risings, when it comes to relationships, you tend to be the savior. You tend to be the one that plays the victim, the martyr, that self-sacrifices, that forgives really easily. And Saturn's coming in and is like, yeah, well, you can do that all the other times, but not when I'm here. We're going to get with the program. We're going to learn some lessons that we can't always give. That sometimes we have to have boundaries and structures and limitations. And sometimes we have to tell people our worth so that they know how to treat us. So hopefully you're learning those lessons. If you're not, this Pisces area of your life is going to be highlighted and illuminated of what you still need to learn at this time. Eclipses bring fated and destined experiences into your life. So relationships could be getting rocked. Relationships might need a change at this time. And remember, officially come January 11th of 2025, the North Node is going to enter here. And the North Node brings newness, new experiences. It carries you forward. So there could be a lot of beautiful relationships waiting on the horizon for you in 2025 and into 2026 that right now we need this full moon, this release, this culmination, this ending of cycles of some sorts, clearing some karma out so that your relationship runway can have these beautiful planes land that serve you in the next journey of your life. Now, don't forget the sun is in Virgo, highlighting and illuminating your first house. So right now with the sun in your first house, you are shining a spotlight on yourself, your needs, your wants, your desires, who you are, how you show up in the world, your avatar, your physical body, your appearance, how you dress, your social media profile photos. Like, this is what you should be focusing on right now, my Virgo risings. It's all about you during Virgo season. And that is then highlighting the relationships that don't serve you and how your identity is impacted by the relationships that you're in. Now, don't forget your primary life coach is Mercury. So wherever Mercury is in the sky at any given time is what you should be thinking about, learning about, communicating about, connecting with people about. And right now, Mercury is in Virgo, your first house. So again, you should be thinking about yourself. You should be online promoting yourself, shouting yourself out. You should be learning about what you like and don't like, learning about different styles of clothing, learning how to nourish your physical body, right? Virgo is all about improvement, improving your physical vessel. And of course, Saturn is directly opposite your primary life coach. So there might be some obstacles in that. There might be some challenges, but it's a beautiful time for you to focus on yourself. Even if people that you're in relationship with are throwing you obstacles and challenges and saying, hey, focus on me. You always take care of me, right? You're always self-sacrificing. You're always forgiving me. And right now with Mercury in your first house and the sun, you're like, yeah, but not right now. I'm learning my lesson, right? Saturn in your seventh house. So with all that, my Virgo risings, let me know how you're feeling at this time. Sending you so much love and light as you navigate this upcoming ecliptic cycle. And remember, if you want to take advantage of my ecliptic reading special, I am capping them at 20 people. Once they are booked out, they are booked out. They're $75 for 40 minutes, heavily discounted from what I normally charge, but I'm doing this because I want to help serve as many people as I can during this ecliptic energy, as there are a lot of life-changing things going on. So if you want to know more personally what to anticipate in the Pisces or Virgo area of your chart, or just see what might be coming up over the next few months as we move into 2025, I'd be honored to support you in that. You know where to find the booking link. And until then, I will send you so much love and light. I'll catch you in the next video. My Libra risings, let's break it down. What is going on around this full moon eclipse for you? It is highlighting and illuminating your sixth house area of life, the area of life that you've hopefully been learning lots of lessons in, as Saturn has been here since March of 2023. Whenever Saturn enters our sixth house, my Libra risings, I am like, okay, listen, we got to get our act together, because the sixth house deals with our physical day-to-day habits, our wellness, our vitality, what we do on a day-to-day basis to stay well. Your supplements, your diet, your sleep cycle, your work-life balance, like the mundane spaces, the boring areas of our life that affect us every single day, every single moment. And when Saturn shows up, he's like, listen, how's it going over here? Do you have a strong foundation? Are you committed to your health? Are you committed to your sleep schedule? Do you have structure here? Do you have some boundaries around your physical well-being or not? Because he's going to teach you lessons. He's going to give you obstacles and challenge you to get this area of your life in order. Now, it is Pisces for you, my Libra rising. So this is the area of life where you kind of are a little delulu. You kind of like to put rose-colored glasses on and swim like the fish and go with the flow until Saturn shows up and is like, not now. We have to get committed. You need to find a personal trainer. You need to do your physical workouts. You need to have a sleep schedule. You have to have some work-life balance. Like, it's time to get this health foundation house in order. So at the full moon Pisces eclipse, it might highlight and illuminate what has not been completed. Where are there still cracks in the foundation of your well-being that need to be released and let go? How are you sabotaging yourself? How are you playing the victim? Where are you not taking responsibility for your day-to-day habits? So pay attention. Remember, eclipses bring fated and destined experiences, external circumstances that might be challenging your health right now. And you're having to see that highlight and say, okay, I need to work on this. Remember, the eclipse cycle will officially begin here on January 11th of 2025. That's when it's going to really begin. So hopefully you learn these lessons, you keep going forward. Now, across the sky in Virgo, where the sun and Mercury are, is where you are focusing your energy, and that is your 12th house space. What goes on behind the scenes affects you physically, your thought patterns, your mental health, your limiting beliefs, the stories that you're telling yourself, your energetic body. Do you have enough rest? Are you recharging? Are you protecting your energetic health and not letting negative, toxic people around you? Are you protecting your mental health by not exposing yourself to sad news stories and people who are filled with drama? Very important for you right now to understand that your mental, emotional, and spiritual health directly impacts your physical health. This is a journey you're going to go on for the next 2 years. So it really begins now. Now, also, don't forget your primary life coach is Venus. So wherever Venus is in the sky, she is teaching you lessons. She's helping you get to your soul's mission, helping make your life more beautiful and pleasurable. That's what you're here to do, my Libra risings. So Venus right now is actually in your first house. This is beautiful around this full moon because Venus will attract and magnetize things to you. First house, me, my wants, my needs, my desire, my main character energy. You're very magnetic right now. People are seeing you more beautiful than ever. You're able to get your way. You're able to move forward in different aspects of your life. And so again, you want to combine that with you working and improving your physical life, your day-to-day habits. You're going to be able to glow up and up level more than any other rising sign under this full moon in Pisces. But pay attention to what is being illuminated that you need to focus on so you can glow up and level up. Now, there might be some pain points or some ouchies or some triggers that come up in relationship to other people in your life because Venus in your first house, your primary life coach, is opposite Chiron in your seventh house of relationships. So there might be people in your life that are trying to put you down, that don't make you feel good about your day-to-day habits, your day-to-day life, that don't make you feel good about your physical body. And that is a reflection of what you need to heal within yourself and what you need to focus on within yourself so you can be more confident, so you can feel more magnetic. So again, you can improve your day-to-day life, your mental health, your emotional health, and your physical health. Huge lessons for you, my Libra risings. Let me know how you're feeling around the time of this full moon. Let me know if this resonates with you at all. What do you got going on with your health? What are you committing to? And remember, if you want to take advantage of my ecliptic reading special, I am capping them at 20 people. Once they are booked out, they are booked out. They're $75 for 40 minutes, heavily discounted from what I normally charge, but I'm doing this because I want to help serve as many people as I can during this ecliptic energy, as there are a lot of life-changing things going on. So if you want to know more personally what to anticipate in the Pisces or Virgo area of your chart, or just see what might be coming up over the next few months as we move into 2025, I'd be honored to support you in that. You know where to find the booking link. And until then, I will send you so much love and light. I'll catch you in the next video. My Scorpio risings, let's get into it. I know exactly what you're going through as a fellow Scorpio risings. Let's break it down. This full moon in Pisces is activating and highlighting and illuminating your fifth house. The fifth house is what I like to call the fun house. It's the area of life that brings us joy and pleasure, that nourishes our inner child. It's our creative and passion projects. It's our dating life, our romantic life. It's our children. It's our inner child. And it also deals a lot with our hobbies, what we like to do for fun. Games, play, entertainment, things like that. So right now, this full moon is highlighting this area of your life and where you've been needing to learn lessons with Saturn here since March of 2023. So hopefully you've been on it. Hopefully you've been listening to the message of Lord Karma because Saturn has been teaching you lessons here about creating more structure and time for fun and play, helping you get committed to a hobby or a passion project or something that nourishes your inner child. These are lessons hopefully you've been working on. And if not, this full moon is going to highlight cracks here. Why are you not spending time on fun and play? Where are you not enjoying the different seasons of your life, leaving room for creativity and pleasure? Now, the sun directly opposite in the zodiac energy of Virgo is in your 11th house, shining a spotlight on friends, community, and tribe. Taking time to be with people that have similar hobbies to you, working with people who have talents and skills that could benefit you when it comes to a creative or passion project. This also deals a lot with your future, moving towards your future goals because of a passion project or a way in which you have fun in your life. It's hard to accomplish goals and long term visions if you're not having fun along the way. So, this full moon might highlight and illuminate where you're not having structure here. You're kind of a go with the flow. I'll have fun when I have time to have fun. You're a little delusional about it. Or maybe you like to have fun with spiritual communities, things that up level you and heal you. But right now, Saturn's like, no, it's time for some true fun and joy. So pay attention to that. Now, let's switch into talking about your primary life coaches. Remember, Scorpio risings, you have two. You have to pay attention to where Mars is and where Pluto is at any given time in the sky, as they are teaching you lessons on your soul journey here through Earth School. And Mars is now in a new zodiac energy. So at the full moon in Pisces, Mars is going to help you take action, make decisions, and move forward. And he's doing that right now in Cancer. So you're making decisions, whatever is happening around this full moon, whatever is coming into your life, experiences that are challenging you to have more fun and play and joy and creativity. Mars is going to say, well, we're going to act and we're going to make decisions based on what nourishes us. Cancer, what feels good, what I'm intuitively aligned with, right? This is such a move slow, but move in a way that feels good kind of energy. And Pluto over in your third house in Capricorn for the final time in your lifetime is helping break down and destroy old thought patterns. Oftentimes, Scorpio risings, we think that taking time for fun and play and joy is irresponsible. It is childish. Pluto's going back and is like, no, we got to break these thought patterns. We got to learn to have fun. We got to learn to do things differently if we want to move forward in a new way. And so there's a lot of like mental stuff you're learning. Maybe you're learning what you actually enjoy. Maybe you don't have a hobby because you have not a single clue what you actually like doing. So Mars is saying, you know what? We're going to get out of our comfort zone, ninth house. We're going to go do some things on our bucket list, ninth house. We're going to have some exploration. We're going to travel to new places. We're going to learn some new things. We're going to gain some wisdom, some Earth School experience. And then through that, we might discover what brings us joy and pleasure. And we might, go on a romantic date with someone that has similar hobbies to us. Maybe we start a passion project. And Pluto's like, great, we're reprogramming the mind, the third house, the processing software system, and having new thought patterns about how important fun and play is. So my Scorpio risings, I know you are deep, intense people. You love to have topics on like those deep, icky, sticky things in life, but it's time to be a little bit more lighthearted under this full moon eclipse. It is going to be an experience that you're going to go through over the course of the next 2 years as the Virgo and Pisces area of your chart is going to get rearranged. You're moving towards a new future. You are going to align with a lot new groups and communities that have similar hobbies and like to have fun like you do. And also, ultimately, creative projects can be moving you towards your goals and desires. So, with that, my Scorpio risings, I feel you. I'm going to send you so much love and light. Let me know how this resonates. Let me know what you got going on in your life, what is coming up at this full moon eclipse. And remember, if you want to take advantage of my ecliptic reading special, I am capping them at 20 people. Once they are booked out, they are booked out. They're $75 for 40 minutes, heavily discounted from what I normally charge, but I'm doing this because I want to help serve as many people as I can during this ecliptic energy, as there are a lot of life-changing things going on. So if you want to know more personally what to anticipate in the Pisces or Virgo area of your chart, or just see what might be coming up over the next few months as we move into 2025, I'd be honored to support you in that. You know where to find the booking link. And until then, I will send you so much love and light. I'll catch you in the next video. My Sagittarius risings, this full moon in Pisces is highlighting and illuminating your third house and anchor house. These are going to be very important eclipses coming up for you. So let's break it down. Let's talk about it. The Pisces area of your life, remember, is the area of life that you tend to escape from, that you're a little delulu around. You don't give it a lot of attention. You just kind of go with the flow. Your fourth house deals with your home and your your family. So where you live and who you live with and what's going on with family activities and plans, you're like, just tell me where to go, where to be. You just go with the flow, the fishies. But Saturn has been here since March of 2023, teaching you lessons, giving you obstacles and challenges around this area of your life to create stronger foundations, to figure out what you're committed to create more discipline in this area of your life. So hopefully you've been learning some of these lessons. And if you haven't, this full moon in your fourth house of home and family might be highlighting and illuminating where there's cracks in the foundation, maybe literally in your house, but in this area of your life. Now, don't forget my Sagittarius risings. The North Node will be entering into your area of home and family, but the South Node, and where the sun is right now, is in your 10th house. The 4th and the 10th house are anchor areas of our chart. They're very important areas of our life. 4th house, home and family, very important area of our life. And the 10th house, your career, your reputation, your professional life. So right now the sun is highlighting and illuminating and asking you to shine a spotlight on this area. Give it attention right now in Virgo sun season. Mercury is here as well. So you're supposed to be thinking and communicating and connecting and learning around your career, your industry, your job. Maybe you're focusing more mental attention at work. You're working longer hours. You're connecting and communicating with people about a promotion or moving companies or moving industries, or maybe you're thinking about going back to school and changing your niche altogether. This upcoming ecliptic cycle that will officially begin on January 11th of 2024, when the nodes shift into your 4th and your 10th house, is going to really be active for the next 2 years. You are going to get some faded new experiences in your career life that could impact your home life. And your home life could impact your career life. So what I want you to pay attention to, my Sagittarius risings, is around this full moon is, where does your attention need to be when it comes to home and family? You are ending cycles, you are cleansing, purging, and releasing. Are there family members that are toxic for you, that don't serve you, that hold you back from your career, your dreams, your desires? Are there situations in your home life that need some structure, some boundaries? Maybe people need to do their chores. Maybe you need to take some time to do some DIY projects, update your home, renovate your home, put a new roof on, like these things that you've been needing to do, but you've been kind of Pisces delusional about. It's time to get your act together. This full moon might highlight where you have not gotten your act together around your home. So get those projects done, get focused on it. If something comes up and there's a challenge or an obstacle, acknowledge it, allow it to be a gift that gives you the opportunity to fix it before it gets worse. And just know that there's some faded new experiences, maybe a new home, new family members that might be coming for you in the upcoming ecliptic cycle. Now, let's circle back to your primary life coach, Jupiter. Where Jupiter is at any given time, it's going to help you expand and grow and find some blessing in a little pocket of opportunity in all of this ecliptic chaos. And Jupiter is in Gemini, right? You know that, my Sagittarius risings, especially if you've been listening to the astrology for a while. Jupiter is going to hang out here until May of next year. Now, I want you to know that when this ecliptic energy passes, your primary life coach is going to go retrograde in Gemini, your 7th house of relationships. When Jupiter goes retrograde, he sucks up the opportunities and says, I've given you enough blessings. I've given you enough growth. I've helped you move forward. It's time for you to work with what I've given you. So this energy in your 7th house is asking you to expand your horizons and meet new people, connect with new people. Now, this could be romantically, it could be in business, it could be contractors, especially if you're working in your house, right? Going out and interviewing people. You might know someone who helps you fix that roof. Or maybe in your family, they know someone, and then you ultimately end up dating and marrying them. There's lots of opportunities right now for you to meet people, so get out there and connect with people. But do remember, once we get to October, eclipse season ends, lessons are learned, life might look a little different. You aren't going to have the opportunities as easily to meet new people, and you might have to circle back to the people you've already met. You just haven't formed those deep connections with. So go back, circle through your text messages, reconnect with people, call them on the phone, ask more questions. We'll get to that in October. Just giving you a little preview, my Sagittarius rising. So let me know how you're feeling around the time of this full moon. What is going on in your life? I'd love to support you in any way that I can. And remember, if you want to take advantage of my ecliptic reading special, I am capping them at 20 people. Once they are booked out, they are booked out. They're $75 for 40 minutes, heavily discounted from what I normally charge, but I'm doing this because I want to help serve as many people as I can during this ecliptic energy, as there are a lot of life-changing things going on. So if you want to know more personally what to anticipate in the Pisces or Virgo area of your chart, or just see what might be coming up over the next few months as we move into 2025, I'd be honored to support you in that. You know where to find the booking link. And until then, I will send you so much love and light. I'll catch you in the next video. My Capricorn risings, the full moon in Pisces is highlighting, illuminating, and activating your third house area of life. This is going to be a very active area of your life, especially since Saturn has been here since March of 2023 and is not leaving until 2026. You have Neptune here as well. And so this full moon is beginning a new cycle of the nodal axis, entering in and focusing on rearranging the third house. So what is the third house? Well, this is your mental spaces. This is what you're learning, what you're understanding, the podcasts that you're listening to, the books that you're reading, the courses that you're taking. It also deals with you connecting and networking with other people. So this is your neighbors, your siblings, people that you go to networking events with because of your business. It deals with where you're moving or traveling or going to. So this really deals a lot with your experiences and what you're expanding your mind into. Now, Saturn's already been teaching you lessons here, helping you understand that there are some changes that need to be made, some things you need to learn. Maybe it's around even the stories that you're telling or what you need to teach and educate other people. Now, this is the Pisces area of your life. So typically you're kind of go with the flow, a little delulu. You don't like to be super committed. Maybe you have a fear of public speaking. Maybe you're not super committed to sharing your story or teaching other people anything. You're kind of like, meh, I'm here. It's cool. It's all good. You let me know what you want to know and I'll tell you, right? A little bit more passive. Saturn comes in and is like, no, you're here to do something. You're here to be committed to sharing and educating and teaching. Maybe it's time to go back to school and learn something. Maybe you need to be more committed with your siblings, your neighbors, or taking time for them. There's some lessons that hopefully you've been learning around here. Now, this full moon is going to highlight and illuminate this area of your life that needs some cleansing, purging, redirecting, things that still need to be done. So maybe you've been meaning to go back to school for quite some time, and this full moon highlights like, okay, it's time for me to do that. Something happens in your life that you're like, I need more education to make more money, or I'm losing my job and I've been wanting to go back to school for engineering or accounting or cosmetology, and it's time to officially do that and enroll in the program. Maybe you've been wanting to write a book or launch a podcast or teach people in some way, become a coach or a mentor. And so it's the time for you to finally do that. There's something that may come up that forces you forward in this third house area of your life. You may even need to get a new car because it does rule transportation, or get a new laptop or computer of some sorts, as it does rule technology as well. So pay attention at this time. Now, don't forget the sun is directly opposite in the sky, highlighting and illuminating your ninth house. This is where you should be focusing your energy and attention during Virgo sun season. Mercury is here as well. So your mind is here thinking of ninth house, what you want to accomplish, your bucket list, your lived experiences, traveling other places, your philosophy, your mindset, your view on life. Maybe you need to hire a mentor right now that's going to help guide you through this area of your life. This could be maybe getting astrology readings, hiring a coach, going back to school in some way. So there's some sort of life experience that you're focusing on, that you're needing to do, that's going to ultimately help you teach others or to write a book in some way. So there's a lot of mental stuff going on for you. Remember, this eclipse cycle is just a highlight, as it's going to officially unfold in 2025 into 2026. So this story is not done yet. It's just the beginning. If you need more help understanding the Saturn lessons around your third house, you can go watch my Saturn retrograde video where I break this down in its entirety and help you navigate it a little bit more. And then circling back to just remember that Saturn is your primary life coach. So you are, of all the rising signs, the one most likely to be committed and disciplined and reserved, and to look at your goals and to be most structured. So you're probably doing what you need to do, but if you're a little off track, this eclipse is going to highlight that and help you move forward in that way. And of course, Saturn is going to be opposite Mercury right now. So it might be hard for you mentally to figure out what to do or what you need to learn. There might be some obstacles. You're trying to sign up for school or enroll in a program or talk to a mentor, and there's like tech glitches, or maybe the program that you want to take isn't available until the spring. Like, there's some blocks that are happening, but Saturn's ultimately saying, like, how much mental power are you willing to give to this thing to overcome the obstacle to move forward in this area of your life? So I know you got this, my Capricorn risings. I'm never worried much about you. So let me know what's going on for you at this time. Sending you so much love and light as we're navigating this upcoming eclipse cycle. Don't forget, Pluto is also in your first house now for the final time in your life. So there is some sort of transformation that's coming in your identity and how you want to be seen in the world, something you've been working on for the last 20 years. So again, it's not new for you, my Capricorn risings. And remember, if you want to take advantage of my ecliptic reading special, I am capping them at 20 people. Once they are booked out, they are booked out. They're $75 for 40 minutes, heavily discounted from what I normally charge, but I'm doing this because I want to help serve as many people as I can during this ecliptic energy, as there are a lot of life-changing things going on. So if you want to know more personally what to anticipate in the Pisces or Virgo area of your chart, or just see what might be coming up over the next few months as we move into 2025, I'd be honored to support you in that. You know where to find the booking link. And until then, I will send you so much love and light. I'll catch you in the next video. My Aquarius risings, this full moon in Pisces is highlighting and illuminating your money sector. We need to talk about this. All of my Aquarius risings clients, when we did our 2024 astro forecast, I let them know about this because this is so important for your upcoming next 2 years. This full moon is going to highlight and illuminate the area of your life, your money, your budget, your finances, your material possessions, what you prioritize, what you find worthy in your life, your self-worth, like a major area of your life. And this eclipse is going to show you where you have not had your act together when it comes to this area, because Saturn has been here since March of 2023, hopefully been teaching you lessons to be committed, to be disciplined, to have a strong foundations in the financial area of your life. If you've not been learning these lessons, and remember, Saturn's retrograde now, so hopefully you've stepped up to the plate and doing what you need to do in this area of your life. But if you have not, this full moon is going to highlight the cracks, what you still need to work on. And it's just a preview, it's just a highlight. The official node won't enter into your financial areas of life, with the south node in your 8th house, the north node in your 2nd house, until January 11th of 2025. So you still have time to get your act together, but I want you to think of it as like Pisces is water. Usually in this financial area of your life, you're a little delulu, you're go with the flow, it's all going to work out, like it is what it is, until Saturn shows up and is like, yeah, but not now. Like, get your money watertight. Know what's coming in, know what's going out, create a second stream of income if you need to, sell that car if it's draining your budget and your bank account. Like, it's time to get our act together. This full moon is an eclipse. It brings fated and destined experiences into your life with lessons attached because Saturn is here. So things might happen. It's to highlight and illuminate where you've kind of fallen through the cracks. It doesn't mean you haven't been working on it. Doesn't mean you're not doing a good job. It's just showing you and illuminating what still needs to be done. So pay attention to that. Now remember, the sun and Mercury in Virgo right now, Virgo sun season, is highlighting. The sun shines a spotlight on your 8th house area of life. So make sure right now you are focusing your energy and attention on joint finances, wills, loans, debts, money you share with other people, this intimate taboo spaces of your life. Again, financial stuff coming for you in the next 2 years, rearranging, bringing fated new things for you. But right now you got to do the work and focus on it yourself and learn the lesson. And also don't forget, my Aquarius risings, you are co-ruled by Saturn and Uranus. So Saturn is teaching you these lessons. You've been learning them. Hopefully you've been working on them, or things have come to you and you're like, I don't know what to do. But ultimately Uranus, your other life coach, is currently in the zodiac energy of Taurus, financial area of life. And so you're needing to move forward. You're needing to do things in an innovative way. You need to be creative and do things outside of the box when it comes to your finances and your material possessions. Do them in a different way. So this could be like investing in crypto and rebudgeting, spending your money on things that other people wouldn't spend their money on, being unconventional, doing what works for you and your family and your household, because Uranus is in your 4th house. So there's a lot of stuff around what works for your family. How do you want to free yourself financially through real estate investment, your property, your home? Lots of things going on for you, my Aquarius risings. Again, like I said, I've been walking my clients through this, all my Aquarius rising clients, since the beginning of 2024. This is going to ripple and carry over into the upcoming eclipse cycle of 2025 and 2026. So let me know if this resonates. Let me know if you got money stuff, financial stuff, home and property stuff going on right now. And remember, if you want to take advantage of my ecliptic reading special, I am capping them at 20 people. Once they are booked out, they are booked out. They're $75 for 40 minutes, heavily discounted from what I normally charge, but I'm doing this because I want to help serve as many people as I can during this ecliptic energy, as there are a lot of life-changing things going on. So if you want to know more personally what to anticipate in the Pisces or Virgo area of your chart, or just see what might be coming up over the next few months as we move into 2025, I'd be honored to support you in that. You know where to find the booking link. And until then, I will send you so much love and light. I'll catch you in the next video. My Pisces risings, like I mentioned in my September forecast, you really are the star of the show this month, as all this planetary energy at the full moon in Pisces is highlighting and illuminating your first house. It is rocking you to your core, who you are, who you want to be, your goals, your dreams, your wants. It is all about you. Now, remember, Saturn has been here since March of 2023, teaching you lessons, helping you expand, helping you figure out who you want to be and get committed to your goals and get committed to yourself in a way that you have not done in a very long time. Now, this full moon is going to highlight and illuminate where you have not been prioritizing yourself, where you have not been focusing on your needs and wants and desires, where you haven't been focusing on your physical body. And if you've been learning the Saturn lessons and been doing these things, and then this experience happens to you, because remember, eclipses bring fated, destined experiences. If something comes up and challenges that, it doesn't mean you haven't been doing a good job, Pisces risings. It just means we still have work to do around your body, around what you want to accomplish, what you want to do, and prioritizing yourself, getting in your main character energy. My Pisces risings main character energy is your vibe during this upcoming ecliptic cycle. Now, remember, the sun is over in your 7th house, highlighting and illuminating relationships in your life. Wherever the sun is, it brings this energy, this potency to focus in on that area. So right now, relationships might be needing a lot of your attention, a lot of your focus. You're connecting with people, you're having conversations with people in your life, as Mercury is here as well. And that is challenging the time you have for yourself. That is challenging the things that you want and you desire, prioritizing yourself. It's hard to be your own main character when everyone's wanting your time and your attention. So there's a rebalance that's going on. Now, the ecliptic cycle right now in September is just a preview, just a highlight. It's going to officially begin on January 11th of 2025, all through 2025 and into 2026. There is going to be some clearing, some cutting, some purging in your relationships that don't serve you anymore. There's some fated and destined new experiences that are going to open up with you and what you want and what you desire. It's going to be a very important relational type of eclipse cycle for you. So I'm honored as your relational astrologer to help guide you through this. Each full and new moon in Virgo and Pisces coming up over the next 18 months. It's all just beginning right here. So don't forget, as we zoom out a little, your primary life coach, you have Neptune and Jupiter. Paying attention to where both of these celestial bodies are in the sky at any given time is going to help you understand what you should be doing, what lessons you're learning. Neptune heavily influenced right now at this full moon, right? Retrograding and moving back, helping you see clearly, take responsibility for your life, take responsibility for where you're at and what you need to do, and dissolve and cut and purge and release and let go of things that aren't for you, that can't come with you into the next cycle of your life. And Jupiter helping to expand you. And Jupiter bringing blessings and opportunity to you in your 4th house of home and family. So there may be some opportunities to move home, renovate your home, new family members coming in, maybe people in your family know someone that benefits you. It could bring some beauty into your life as Jupiter is expanding you here. Now, also, don't forget, when we get into October, Jupiter is going to go retrograde. So some of these things may dry up a little bit, but we'll talk about it when we get to that. So let me know, my Pisces risings. I know there's a lot going on with you. How are you feeling? What's going on? What experiences are showing up in your life? Let me know how I can support you. I'm going to send you so much love and light through this ecliptic cycle, as you are the star of the show and the one kind of getting rocked a little bit left and right. And remember, if you want to take advantage of my ecliptic reading special, I am capping them at 20 people. Once they are booked out, they are booked out. They're $75 for 40 minutes, heavily discounted from what I normally charge, but I'm doing this because I want to help serve as many people as I can during this ecliptic energy, as there are a lot of life-changing things going on. So if you want to know more personally what to anticipate in the Pisces or Virgo area of your chart, or just see what might be coming up over the next few months as we move into 2025, I'd be honored to support you in that. You know where to find the booking link. And until then, I will send you so much love and light. I'll catch you in the next video.